Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Hello. Come in, take a seat. Let me get things set up properly. Live. Yeah, we should be. So we're on Twitch. We should be on YouTube as well. I've got the notification coming through, but I'm sure I am. Yeah. Hello, everyone. Every Friday afternoon, I go out for lunch, and I invite you to join me. About 1 o'clock. That's what time. Oh, yeah. On YouTube now. Good. And yeah, we sit down and have a chat. So this is, I won't show you around just yet, but this is Cafe Recharge, which is a cafe in Galashiels in South Scotland. And it's very nice place because you pay whatever you want to pay. So it's kind of a charity, it's a community interest company, I think. And you're allowed to pay whatever amount you think is appropriate, or whatever you can afford. Which is a very good thing. And it's a reasonably popular place on Island Street in Galashiels. And yeah, it's a good idea, I think. So I'll show you around a little bit. Once there's fewer people around. Yeah, it's reasonably busy today, actually. Quite. Thank you very much. Right. So, come in, take a seat. How are you doing? So last time I was in here was 2-3 weeks ago. Not too hot, fortunately. 2-3 weeks ago, one of the waitresses basically had a long chat with me, asked me what I was doing and what I do for work and that sort of thing, kind of interviewed me. WTH, David White. WTH indeed. Yeah, had a chat with me. Hopefully, she's going to bring me some food in a minute. So that was her bringing me my flat white. Is that perfect? It's well perfect. I think so, whatever it is. Perfection is always a good thing. Slurp, yeah. Delicious. Yeah, as I say, not too hot. Not too hot. Caves in New York City. Oh, right, yes, okay. Hello, Andrew Bacon. Good name. Yes, fortunately it's not too hot. So I'm not sure exactly where they get their coffee from. It's not quite as good as the Three Hills coffee, which I get elsewhere. That's a local roastery, and it's very, very nice. It's so creamy, that flat white. But this isn't bad. This is not bad for sure. It's not the worst I've had. I noticed the manager, I think she is. She's wearing one of those very fancy tops, blouse sort of things. Go see Junie. Haven't seen you in a while. Very fancy ones with the buttons up the back and the collar on backwards. Yeah, she buttons up the back. It's quite pleasant. Yeah, it's nice. I'm alright, thank you. How are you? How are you doing? Oh, I should say, incidentally, for people watching on YouTube, you can only see comments from other people on YouTube, whereas people watching on Twitch, you can only see people who are also on Twitch. So you get kind of half a conversation. Happy weekend to you too. Thank you very much. My work is kind of winding down a little bit at the moment because it's like end of term type thing. So we'll not be working to some degree, but there's a little bit less work for me, which is good. Which is a good thing. Yeah. So it's as I say, it's kind of busy. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other tables with people on them. It is 8 a.m. here on the East Coast. Well, it's 1 p.m. Here in BST land. The weather, by the way, the weather is pretty warm, but it's humid, it's muggy, it's threatening to rain all the time. You know what I mean? Is it hot where you are? Is it hot? Hot. It's let's see, what's the temperature here? 31 would be hot for me, absolutely. So it's 18 degrees. 18 degrees, where are you? There. Today, 18 degrees. Tomorrow, let's have a look at tomorrow. Possible rain, 50% chance of rain early on. That's not too bad though. Okay, hopefully a little bit sunny for later. Alright. Thank you very much. Well now. Well, look at this. Hello, Jules. So, the idea here is because you pay whatever you want, the deal is that they take like surplus food or food which is about to go out of date, whatever, from donations from supermarkets, that sort of thing, and then they make whatever they can make with it. So today I'm having a chicken wrap, which looks interesting. It's got a steak through it. So I'm going to take a picture of this and I'm going to put it on the Discord. So like that. Let's get a bit of the chicken in. There we go. Flat right. There we go. Right, so I'll put that on the Discord so you can see it. If anyone would like to join my Discord, let me know. In there. Difficult to come in when you show the temperature. Keep it over. Sorry, Jules. Jules is currently at more like 31. Cozy Jimmy. Right, where are we? Where's my food? What I'm eating and drinking? Okay. That one. That one. And close that. There we go. Yes. Let me know if you'd like to Discord. A huge wrap. Absolutely. Good afternoon. Fly by night. Grab a fork from the fork depository. So we've got a bit of coleslaw, a bit of salad, a little bit of salad, and some peppers on, which I don't like. Well, I say salad, it's peppers, lettuce, and a tomato with a dressing on it. The wrap, if you've had a look at my Discord, the wrap is green and it's got some leaves. Are they cabbage leaves? I think it might be. Not even 30 yet, but so my ears keeps raining for 5 minutes and then stops. Yeah, I know what that's like. It's similar here except lower temperature. Okay, yeah. So interesting. I have to go down deep into that. It's not a chicken. Wow. That's really interesting. That's rather nice. So it looks like the chicken. Now I'd expect it to be battered or covered in breadcrumbs or whatever, but it looks as if it's covered in I don't know what little holes. Curious. There's a little bit of heat to it. A little bit of heat. and there's some sort of I don't know, spicy mayonnaise dressing. It's a little bit crunchy. Is it popcorn? It's something like that, isn't it? It's something like that. It's not popcorn, but I've had it before. I'm trying to place it. What is that? What is that? It's yes, little crunchy balls. Curious. Interesting. Yeah, so it's, as I say, it's a very good idea. Pay whatever you like, whatever you can afford, um, whatever you think is appropriate. And the way it works is you just put your money into a little envelope and then you pop it into a box. So nobody sees how much you're paying. Nobody knows. There's 3 people over at the next table there. So it's a table for 4, right? And it's a rectangular table. So they've had to sit 2 opposite each other and then one person kind of on her own looking at nothing, which is a bit awkward. One person I would have moved to the middle so that it was, sitting sitting equally in front of both of them. That's just me. So what is that coating? Can you see it properly on the Discord? Yes, you can. Oh, this is in Ghost Town by the Specials. So what is that? What is that coating on the chicken? It's nice. Nice. So, another question is how is the signal? What's the stream quality like? Phone's getting hot. I'll take it off the charger for the moment. There is, can you see beside me? You see all these cranes? There's a little explanation here. 1,000 paper cranes for Scottish Border Rate Crisis Centre. In November of 2020, Sylvie Armitage, 12, Katie Cameron, 12, and Annabelle Voss, 13, set a collective goal to fold 1,000 origami paper cranes in order to raise money for the Scottish Borders Rape Crisis Centre. The girls met up for regular weekly folding sessions, in person where possible and via Zoom during lockdowns, in order to achieve their aim. Sylvie and Katie, both S2 pupils at Alston High School, had known each other for years but were newly friends with Annabelle, an S3 at Selkirk High School, who found out about the project on the grapevine. These ambitious young women set a £300 target on local giving, launched a Facebook page, and posted regular updates in the hopes of receiving sponsorship for their folding efforts. When asked why they chose the charity, Sylvie commented that, quote, "It seems more important for women to have a safe place to go. We want to support that," end quote. Overall, they raised £336 in sponsorship for the centre. The cranes are on display at Alston High School, Selkirk High School, the Rollins Youth Centre in Selkirk, Cafe Recharge, CIC in Galashiels, and SBRCC in Galashiels. Shown with SBRCC Director Susie Stein. Very good. Excellent stuff. I could show you the picture, but it may move my laptop. So it's nice, isn't it? Yeah, so there's some of the things. I might, oh, that's quite nice. Take a picture of that. Can you hear the music? Okay, let's see. If I do that. How does that look? Yes, there's some of the cranes on the wall. Interesting picture. Okay, one of those three has gone off to the counter or something. The other two are both just each looking at their phones. They're quite young. Nice one. I was considering sitting outside today, but there's a slight chance it'll rain, so I decided not to. I'm kind of sitting in the corner upstairs. Well, I say upstairs, it's a very small kind of balcony type thing. Very low. Yes. Perfectly pleasant coleslaw. I can almost see into the kitchen because the double doors for the kitchen are wide open, which is reasonable. Best make some progress on the wrap. Okay. So it appears. I may be talking entirely to myself because I can't see any replies coming through. Oh, I've refreshed the chat. Hello, Mr. Mad. Hello, Doe. How are you? Definitely, I definitely recognize that texture and flavor. Okay, so why did the chat stop refreshing for me? So I wasn't ignoring any questions that come through or anything. I wasn't ignoring it, not deliberately anyway, or I may have been ignoring it. I don't know if I would have been ignoring it or not. So I'm eating. It's like well, it's a wrap and it's got a chicken in it, chickpeas. It's like that. It's like that, but it's smaller. Do you want to hear my chickpea joke? Still bad from the fried rice. Do you want to hear my chickpea joke? Can't go to the fried. No, I can't go to the fried rice anymore. Not allowed. Well, it's closed. Nobody's allowed to go to the Cloud House anymore. But nobody knows why it's. You'd like to hear my chickpea joke? Okay. It closed down as this. What's the difference between a broad bean and a chickpea? It doesn't cost you £100 to get a broad bean on your chest. That's not the joke. It's like you said, it should have been half, isn't it? Half a broad bean on it. That's a sort of banging. It was, you can feel free to tell it properly, though, absolutely. One of the people over there has a t-shirt that says Public Girls on the back. I'm not sure why. And I think there's an L in it. The Cloud has moved their operation to Germany. So they're going to find out. Well, I mean, if that's where the market is. Yeah, strange thing to have on a t-shirt. There you go. A garbanzo bean. I've never had a garbanzo bean on my face before. I mean, that's the basic idea, isn't it? That's the basic idea. Question mark, Junie? You have a question mark? What's the problem? What's the issue? Yeah. So nobody knows. Nobody knows why the client house is closed. I keep getting the trains. Yes, nobody knows. I think it's something to do with the station house opening and serving food. I don't think that there's enough custom in that village to sustain two eateries. That's what I think. But I like it. I've never been to the station house, but the Cloud House is very pleasant, very nice. Yes. I do quite like as I say, that blouse that the manager is wearing. The buttons up the back and the collar on backwards. I quite like it. I like it. Shall I take no? I'm gonna take the bit of chicken out. So yeah, so it's chicken in a wrap, but the chicken is coated with something. Something. I don't think it is chickpeas. It's something. I'll take the skewer out. Could be. No. Hold up a single pea. Well, it's yeah. It tastes of something that I've definitely eaten before. But I just can't bring it to mind. I feel so bad for Freddy's best mate stepdad. I kept talking on something because I was so nervous. Where are you? Why are you so nervous? What is it about Freddy's best mate stepdad? What was it that you were nervous about? Looks like a chickpea to me, roasted chickpeas, but it's like hollow. It's nice though. Peppers. Huh. Oh yeah. Jules has been telling me stories. Ones where she gets particularly nervous. It's a very basic salad. There's three ingredients, and one of the ingredients is a tomato. But you know, course that's fine. Nice. You've got rather nice chairs. I'll show you the chair. Take a picture of the chair. How's the atmosphere in there? Picture of the chairs. So, prices. Well, the prices are whatever you want to pay. So there's the chairs. Nice curved, smooth wooden chairs. They're quite comfortable. They're nice. Um, I did ask, absolutely, and I'm glad I did. Might be a white pea. I don't know. That's why I get chairs. Yeah, so it's a nice place. It's a pleasant place. It's a mixture. I would say the clientele is a mixture of people who can't afford to eat anywhere else or can't afford to eat, and people who come here because it's kind of a way of giving to people who can't afford to eat. So yeah, you pay what you want, and you just put cash into a little envelope, a little velvet bag, or an opaque envelope, and you put whatever you want in. This is where you use all your 1 2p coins. Yeah, nobody knows how much you're paying. And they say that generally it works out that some people pay less, some people pay nothing, some people pay extra, and overall they make about the right amount of money to keep going. My chicken just fell out. Yeah, so it looks like it's covered in sort of popcorn things. It might be chickpea, but I don't know. Now, I think it's reminding me of Rice Krispies. That's what it's reminding me of. That's a possibility. Yeah, Jules. Tonic over here. I mean, I'm sure the rest of the group would be interested in hearing some of these stories. Just saying. Also, well, good question, though. Good question. Yeah, so it could be Rice Krispies, you know. It could be that. It's not bad. So shall I read the explanation on the wall? So there's a big blackboard on the wall. So it says, "Pay what you can." Well, how does it work? Pay what you can. Financially stable. If you're looking for delicious food made with love, pay what you'd pay in any other cafe. Remember, it's very small writing and it's across the room. Remember, although the something of the food we serve is something, we still have all the overheads, all the overheads associated with a business, staffing, rent, utilities, etc. Any profit we make goes back to the community to support. Struggling a bit this week. A small donation is fine. Our payment system is totally anonymous. You can always add a little when you can. Oh, extra when you can. Struggling to even afford the basics. We've got you covered. No one should go hungry when there is so much surplus food going to waste. Or the fourth option, feeling flush. Do you want to support our something and support our idea maybe and something and are feeling flush to be able to, yeah, you can pay extra, basically. So there you go. Um, it's very interesting, isn't it? Yeah. What percentage of the meal is love? Oh, 150%. Where does it come from? It could come from Iceland. Yeah. I don't know. Can you name this? Or yeah, it's called Cafe Recharge. It's small and it's at a distance. Okay. Mhm. Mm, 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 mm. But yeah, it's a good idea. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Sure. No, it was dope. About you. It's Fox. Okay. Oops. Where the Grey Sox. I don't know where the thumbs down came from. I should move. What's it all do here? Do send me things on it. Well, comments, etc. Satisfied? A new Twitch follower. Hello, new Twitch follower. Thank you for that. Or was that the Spider-Man? I can't remember. You really want to know? Yes. No, you really do want to know. Rick, you're trans banned. No? No, I just happened to not be wearing it today. That's all. I don't wear it every day. So it can't be Rice Krispies because it's not sweet. But I think it is that sort of thing. I think it is puffed rice. There's three of them. Look. Right. So there we are. I shall leave the little sword. Hey, sweet. I shall leave that somewhere on its own prominently. So the waitress doesn't stab herself. Accidentally. She can starve herself deliberately if she wants. Okay. Um, can perhaps show you a little bit more without showing you people. Quite nice. There's nice decorations that you can't quite see. Dangling down. Yeah, it's a nice little cafe. Do rice-covered animals in Iceland? That's no, oh right, like chicken. If so, I get one. I get 1 point. Also, how do they get frozen food out of a bin? How do they get out of a bin exactly? Shall I have a look at the books? Deliciously Ella, it says. The air fryer cookbook. Along the riverbank. Fast vegetarian Leon. I don't know who fast vegetarian Leon is. Vegan £1 meals. Miguel Barclay's vegan £1 meals. The original £1 chef. Mac and no cheese. Butternut squash has a lovely creaminess to it, so I thought it would be perfect as a sauce for a vegan mac and cheese. I roast it to intensify the flavour and it works great. We've already got what this one. Farmhouse tofu rice, aubergine and cauliflower stack. That was quite nice. Hashtag comfort. Potato and Nigella seed curry. Ooh, that looks alright. That looks alright. Potato and Nigella seed curry. Sun-dried tomato pasta. Carrot and lentil stew. Tomato tart tartare. £1 meal. No, not in that sense. Lemony peas on toast. Avocados are so expensive, so this is my alternative to the popular vegan brunch option. It's way more interesting. To make one portion, big handful of frozen peas, half vegetable stock cube, a few slices of ciabatta, a few thin slices of courgette cut with potato peeler, a pinch of dried chili flakes, wedge of lemon, olive oil, salt and pepper. That's alright. Alright. Deliciously Ella. Steve Jobs by Walter Isaacson. Mary McCartney, food. Jamie's 15-minute meals and Jamie's 30-minute meals. Self-organized. Exploring one of the most influential methods of contemporary cultural production, Self-Organized takes a broad view on the matter. Artists, curators, and critics discuss empirical and theoretical approaches from Europe, Africa, and South and North America to how self-organization today oscillates between the self and the group, self-imposed bureaucratization and flexibilism, aestheticism and activism. The contributors identify now as a crucial moment to propose ways forward for parallel initiatives and institutions alike, from deorganization and waiting to rupture and coexistence of aesthetics and politics. That was all one sentence. Well, from artists onwards. However, what they all seem to share is a refreshing search for critical platforms of citizenship, harnessing, and self-determination in the wake of neoliberal mainstreaming and right-wing populism alike. Give me 7.5 yes. Or our meals. Straight out the drop-off told me Freddie's best mate is already hanging out with a girl from school, like on and off, but still, he's 11. I do like it when self-organization oscillates, yes. I had my first kiss at 11, says Doe. Hanula's statement describes self-organization as a potential, as an articulation of an undefined something made possible by the open participatory character. If this is taken as a basic definition, it becomes a working method that seems to need no motivation except for the method itself. This lack of emphasis on political justification, which is prevalent in Superflex's definition, turns self-organization into a self-sufficient working mode, and has far-reaching implications. Self-referentialism on this level suggests that self-organization has an inherent criticality, that things are supposed to be critical because of the sheer fact that they are self-organized. A critical development that raises the need to speak of two modes of self-organization as an inner and an outer form. There's a nice dinosaur out there. So I imagine these days kids are starting even earlier. I think I shall go and have a look at dessert options. So dinosaur. Can you see? Dinosaur. On the right. That tells us some of the salad. Any girl stuff yet, though. Thank goodness. Right, let me go and investigate the cakes, etc. I'll leave the microphones here. Take my phone with me in case I need to pay. Sorted. She's bringing them up. Yeah, I'm going to pay with lettuce. What's on my shirt? Checks. Oh, and my microphone now. Other than that, is Goody more interested in his studies and hobbies? Take sandwiches at maybe them? What? Oh, reuse it. Sorry, reuse, not refuse. Okay. There is no chickpea on my shirt. Thank you very much. It's been thoroughly washed. Oh, low battery it has. Let me re-batterize it. She's bringing them up. Yes. I've ordered lemon drizzle cake and hot chocolate, so she's bringing them up. That's a fine bit. Yeah, so look, we got. Is that I think it's a dinosaur, isn't it? It looks like a dinosaur. So this is a little envelope that you put your cash into. Right, that's nice. Okay, it's got dinosaurs on it. Put your cash in and fold it up, and then you pop it in the box. Freddy's interested in hanging out with his mates, football, handball, and that's about it. Certainly not his study. Oh, right. Okay, we're talking about Freddy, yes. I don't know. Kids today. That over there, make it easy. When I was at primary school, I definitely had girls interested in me before I was interested in them. That's for sure. Yes, must have been about 10, I think. But that happened. Aha, here she comes now. Oh, no, she's not. She's going somewhere else.
I'm trying to give you a hot chocolate away there.
Don't do that. I like your top, by the way. That's nice. Thank you.
All done with these?
Yes, thank you.
Perfect.
Well. Yes, I know. I missed opportunity. So look, it's a nice plate. Nice plate. It's very one might say twee plate. It's got flowers on it as well, and it's it's the rose is kind of appropriate for the lemon drizzle cake. But there you go. Do I live on a different planet? I think so. Desperate for gold. Didn't even enter into my head. Yeah, so lemon drizzle cake. Lemony. Very nice. Very lemony. There's lemon curd in it for sure, which I like. Is it the same cup as the Cloud House? Maybe they've bought all of their tableware. That could be why. Yes, that could be why, Jules. Although, from what I hear about convent schools, that's really a barrier. But then they are Catholic, you know. Oh yes, I can show you the thing. So there we go. That's the story about the cranes. Do you do much research into all girls schools usually? Oh yes. Yes, it's a nice place. It's a nice place. It's got a nice, positive, friendly atmosphere. This cafe. So I do sometimes come here to work. Yeah, it's pleasant. Staff are nice, you know. I haven't been interviewed by the waitress this week. But you know, can't know everything. Let's get rid of that, clear that off my screen. It's better. We're hoping, yeah, you know. No, not exactly. That's all right. Yeah, so it's also considering, as I say, I was considering sitting outside, but there's a reasonable chance of it raining. But they do have a kind of a balcony outside, and chairs and tables, and a view of the river. Sort of. One of my friends here went to an all-girls school for secondary school even. That doesn't seem to have stopped her from getting together with her husband at 16. Shocking. You do kind of wonder if it kind of has the opposite effect to that which is intended. You know, does it make boys seem even more alluring because of the lack of contact? There is that theory, isn't there? Hmm. Yeah, that is really quite nice cake. I wonder if they made it or bought it. It's nice. It's very lemony. Yeah, so last time I was here, I was forced to get a bag of limes and lemons. 3 limes, 3 lemons in a bag. Because people are very much encouraged to take away the food. Maybe, yes. Where's my? They certainly didn't miss much at the All Girls School. When you say they didn't miss much, yeah. So I was forced to take away limes and lemons. So I made key lime pie a couple of weeks ago, which was really nice. Except the base, the recipe called for crushed oat cakes or crushed oat biscuits with, what did I put into it? It wasn't oil, it was something. Anyway, there was some slight binding agent, but it didn't really bind very well, so it was a very, very crumbly base. Should really have been pastry, but this was oats. But the filling was delicious. Yes, it was butter, that's right. Melted butter, correct, thank you. So a wee bit of melted butter, and then the crushed oatcakes. But yeah, it didn't bind, so it was very crumbly. Should have been pastry, but the filling was very, very good. Actually, it was very good. Except, of course, the recipe called for 4 limes, and I only had 3, so it was 3 key lime pie with 1 lemon pie. But it's good. It's good. Sharp. Nice. Just to confirm for Mr. Mad. Yeah, so my work is kind of winding down a little bit for the summer, a little bit. So I might have a wee bit more spare time on my hands. So I might up my sketching streams to 2 a week. Not to be mean, but it's a rural small town secondary school with mainly farmer sons wasn't exactly a hotbed of boy-girl action. Well, I mean, speaking as a resident of a rural small town with secondary school in it, with plenty of farmer sons, I'm not sure how true that is. Just saying. Just saying. It says on another blackboard, last month we rescued 1,758.8 kilograms of food and fed 584 people, which is an average of more than 3 kilograms per person per month. It's quite a lot, really, considering some people just have a coffee. Did you chill the base long enough? I mean, my base is always chilled. So no, I blind baked the base. Um, about 20 minutes blind baking, and then the whole thing was chilled after that. After it was or did I? Was it blind baked and then chilled? I don't think so. I can't remember, to be honest. Um, Let me check the recipe. So, so step two. So mix with melted butter and press into the base. Bake for 10 minutes, remove and cool. So yeah, it was cooled. Yes. Then pour the filling into the cooled base. Then put back in the oven for 15 minutes. Cool, then chill for at least 6 hours or overnight. It was overnight, in fact. And so yeah, I definitely let it cool, but I don't know if I chilled it exactly. I was always an outsider and just mostly hung out with my two best friends, who were also outsiders. Supposedly, I really was on a different planet. Well, there was certainly some notorious girls at my school. But then again, that would indicate an unusualness. Did you crush the oatcakes really well? Yeah. I put them in a whizzer thing. I hope she understood that when I said I like her top, I was referring to her clothing. I hope she understood that. I'm sure she did. Why wouldn't she? All my school friends were gay, but we were living through Section 28. Section 28. I I think I didn't know for sure if any of my friends were, or any of my, I should say, classmates were gay. One or two I subsequently found out definitely were. But I don't know. Different time. And of course, the boys in my school at Thuringia were just nasty bullies, except for one. For the one I only saw during English lessons, who was really nice to me, then killed himself after final exams. Keep it light, Jules. Blame me. It's a shame. Yes, didn't you say he may have been gay as well? I think you might have said before. Can't remember. Yeah. I remember one of my friends died of meningitis just after he left school, I think. Yeah, don't remember anyone killing themselves, though. Yeah, so one, I think, was it on, couldn't have been Facebook, but somewhere anyway. Somewhere a classmate of mine, sort of from late primary school, he, I wouldn't really call us friends, but he was definitely, somebody I knew reasonably well. He would often interact with me, chatting and like hugging and that sort of thing. And then years later, I came across some sort of social media, um, his social media, like Facebook, but it couldn't have been, where he said something along the lines of, "If you didn't realise by now, I'm definitely gay," which I hadn't realised. But then again, when I was like 10, I think maybe it just hadn't occurred to me in the slightest. I don't know. Well, so it was something that just didn't really enter my consciousness at that age. Um, yeah, so all the girls were fancying me. You know, turns out that some of the boys were as well, and I didn't have a clue. Well, I knew that they were fancying me, but wasn't interested. So no, not at the time. No, this was later as an adult. He hated the school as much as I did, even though he was still sort of accepted by the others. Yeah. Yes, this was. Find out that he was something like a social worker. Yeah. Is that pressure? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That happens, unfortunately. I think the ratio of cake to hot chocolate is just about right. So having small cake is a good idea. The bus driver at our school ran over a kid outside the school, what, deliberately? I was in the bus behind. Were you inconvenienced? Did you see it, though? I had to rearrange my legs. Oh, that was good. Good. Did they die? The kid. Deliberately. Oh, that's possible. They've got a little children's play area over there. I can see a pirate ship, and I can see a doll's house, and bright plastic things. We just had to drive around the bottom. Mm-hmm. I think they did. Oh dear. Well, that's a pleasant topic, isn't it? There's, a service island there with forks and things on, condiments, napkins, etc. There's 3 bottles of brown sauce. One is in, a nondescript brown bottle, squeezy bottle sort of thing. One says HP, and one just says brown on it. Probably says more than that, but I can't read anything other than brown. My kid is on a bus right now. Yes, absolutely. Well said. I only got on a double-decker bus every day at school. It's annoying that the bus definitely wasn't road legal. Yes. And was it before school buses had to have seatbelts? Because I can remember my school buses, um, there was no seatbelts on them. And there was quite a fuss when it was decided they should have seatbelts. Ugh, I hate brown sauce. Quite nice. And barbecue sauce, yeah, it's alright. There's red sauce as well, and it's just the red squeezy bottles. There's no Heinz ketchup bottle, and there's no bottle that says red on it. It should do. If there's a bottle of brown, they should have a bottle of red. Belt on a bus. Seatbelts on school buses. Yeah. Yeah. So there has to be now. So no way to get sauce. What? Yeah, I believe all the school buses. So one's not necessarily just a normal, ordinary service bus, but the actual school bus is exclusively for the use of the school children. I believe they have to have seatbelts on all the seats. They didn't even have windows or doors. Wow. Dave's insanity sauce. Well, I don't really have any sauce. Well, that's a shame. I mean, I've got plenty. I'm not going to invite Doe to have any of my sauce, but only because I know it would be refused. I have to go and buy some brake fluid because I need to pump my brakes. I shall go to the brake fluid shop. I need to make sure I get the right sort. Then again, I never went to school on the bus. Back home, I lived across the road from school, and in Thuringia, my parents drove me, or I took the train from our tiny village into town. The station was just down the hill from school. I always walked to and from school. So when I'm talking about school buses, I mean like driving to the swimming pool or whatever. But yes, I think I may have been driven to school maybe twice. Brake fluid or us. I think this whole thing of children always being taken to and from school by their parents, I think it's totally unnecessary. Living in school, well, I mean, I lived about a kilometre, maybe a little bit less than a kilometre from school. My primary school, and I came home for lunch, so it was 4 trips a day. And then secondary school farther away, a couple of kilometres, I think. So no, couldn't sleep in the morning. Tell it to Thomas, please. Yes. Walk your arse to school. Too many weirdos. Well, I mean, there was at the time. I remember a notorious child abductor living not very far away from here. But yeah, all the parents, I mean, not just my parents, all the parents said, right, off you go. See you after school. Even during that time of great panic and worry. but we looked after each other. You see, we didn't go to school individually. All the, or well, not all the kids on this, but we would always go with like groups of 3 or 4 from the different kids in the street, and they would all go together. And unless somebody wanted to try abducting 4 kids at the same time, yeah. Exactly, so we can do better to protect our children now. Well, I'm not sure it does protect children anymore, and you've got to consider the compromises, the trade-offs. Trying to give the child a Dr. Hyde birth, yes. Listen, I'm not advocating for the easier facilitation of a child abduction or anything, but I think walking to school does children good. I just went over like 5 minutes before lessons started, and I remember when I got my first glasses, I always forgot them at home because I wasn't used to taking them. So my best friend always waited for me at the top of the stairs, inside, and she'd yell, "Glasses, Jules!" I'd run back home to get them. On a Monday morning, I've got a lesson with 3 men who are like in their 50s. And 2 of them wear glasses, and one of them almost always forgets them. I'm just saying, if the consequences of my school transportation policy increases child abuse, strings and roundabouts, right? As we were in our apartment, Hugh keeps talking to the kids and touching them. Ooh, dear. What's done about him? Well, I say him. Say him. I don't want to see him anyway. And see, the other thing is, children walking to school means they don't get run over by buses. Now, look. I'd like you to note. Are we clear on this? Oh, you can see me. Isn't that clever? Mm. 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 Right, I just want that. I'll place it there. Right, I just want that noted. I just want you all to make sure there's nothing, no rumours about underpaying or anything like that. Couldn't walk to my school. Nothing. That's just it. The police are saying they can't do anything until he's done something to charge him with. Take a half day. What? What if you forgot your glasses? What? That was a 20. Yes, that was a 20. It was an English one as well. That's why I'm getting rid of it. Normally, when I go to the Cloud House, for example, I pay about £17.50 for an equivalent meal. So I just want that noted. Thank you. Trimmed it myself. Yes. Well, it is. It is meant to be anonymous. But when I did it anonymously last time, all sorts of rumours started. That's very pleasant. Oh, look. We could play a game. Hmm. Answer smash. Answer smash. Smash the answers together. Yes, okay. Okay, right. There's the picture, right? And the question is, in which 2003 romantic comedy does Hugh... Oh, this is just an example for the moment, right? Just an example so you get the idea. In which 2003 romantic comedy does Hugh Grant play the Prime Minister of the UK? Right? Answer smash. The answer is Glove Actually. Or Oven Glove Actually. There you are. Oven Glove Actually. So there we are. That's how you play. Sheep. Oh. Answer smash, right? There's the picture. Okay, there's the picture. Which much loved TV space and time machine is bigger on the inside than on the outside, Jules? Answer smash. What do we think? Glove, actually, yes. Oven glove, actually. Go on then. Which much loved TV space and time machine is bigger on the inside than on the outside? Answer smash. Picture first. Leotardus. Leotardus, absolutely. Starship Enterprise. Looks nice. Oh, yeah, it is nice. Welcome back. Okay, well, maybe we'll put that back. Maybe we'll play that another time. It's a bit late to play now. Might take advantage of that next time, yeah. Never even watched it, and I knew. Yes, it's good show actually. I enjoy it. Right. Anyway, it's about time to go. I have to go and visit Break Fluid Land. Treating people well. Oh, always. So yeah, we might play that game sometime. It's a good thing. I'm back, Leotardus. Yes. Yes, maybe next time we'll play that. But I'm off to World of Break Fluid. Alright, so I shall see you Tuesday morning. As I say, I might be able to increase my streaming on more days. I'll see. I met his doctor, who I'm asexual. If so, I'll watch. Definitely asexual, yes. Sometimes got a moustache as well. The doctor is asexual, yes. Right, I'll see you all later. Thank you for watching. Possibly see you Tuesday morning. Yeah. But thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for chatting. See you next time.